Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of All Things Davon, where there's no limits, no filters, honest conversations, and yes, the truth we all can relate to. Today's guest has been one of the most talked about journeys on Love Cabin. From rumor
I
to
would say the
chaos.
most talked about. Nobody else's like throwback photos went viral. The page that posted me posted everybody's. No, if you look on these pages, I'm sorry, if you look on these pages, every post about me, the two-tone fit, my throwback pictures, a quote I said, like everything I did went viral. 2 million views in a day, the pin post. Numbers don't lie.
Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of All Things Davon, where there's no limits, no filters, honest conversations, and yes, the truth we all can relate to. Today's guest had the most talked about journeys on Love Cabin. From humor to chaos, to tension to conflict, vulnerability, and one of the most intense eliminations of the season, his presence never went unnoticed. What made his time in the house so polarizing is that he never tried to soften who he was for the cameras. Whether people agreed with it or not, he showed up loud, unfiltered, and unapologetically himself. So today, we're packing the full journey, the jokes, the conflicts, the lie detector, the fights, the elimination, and the reunion, so much more ahead of us. So without further ado, welcome the one and only John the Don.
John, I'm dying. Very, very stellar intro.
How you
Very
thank
astute
you.
assessment.
Thank you. How do you feel?
I feel great. Life's good. I can't complain.
Yeah, that's good. Before we get into anything, I just want to say thank you for pulling up and just having this conversation with me. I know y'all just filmed the reunion not too long ago, and y'all did not leave till like 5 a.m. So
Facts.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All
Yeah.
right. So before we get into Love Cabin and the fights and all that jazz, I want to start with you, okay? Just before everything else, just strip it back before all that. Um, how are you mentally right now?
I'm good. Life's great. Like the
Life's
only
great.
stress I have is trip planning stress. And what if my plans here interfere or conflict with my plans here? But I always have
Mm.
something to look forward to. Always have
Mm,
something exciting headed for me. It's just I have so much going on. Will it conflict? Will I have to decide which route I'm gonna have to take and put something on the back burner? Life's
mm.
great.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I want to go back into, who was John before John Adon, before all that. So, what was it like growing up in your childhood, and where are you from and where were you raised?
All my life I had to fight. No. No, no,
He's like, all
no,
my
I'm born
life I had to fight.
I'm born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, you feel me? West side, you feel me? Growing up, I actually had an amazing childhood. I think what comprised a very good childhood is having cousins, siblings, grandparents, and dogs. I
Mm,
had all of those things. I come from a two-parent household. My parents have been married for longer than I've been alive. Both my parents have multiple degrees. They instilled education in me to the point where I went to school to earn my nursing degree, and now I teach students. I'm an educator myself. I grew up breeding Doberman Pinschers. I always had AKC registered full-blood Doberman Pinscher puppies in a barn in my backyard. I was like Ralph from Ed and Eddie. I was really a boy farmer. I didn't go outside and play with the kids in there, but I went home to go tend to my 8 puppies, my stud and my 3 babies, you feel me? I was just it's different breed, you know what I'm saying? But I had an amazing childhood. I can't complain. Trips to the Bahamas growing up. I had a good life. I've always been myself, so I've always had to fight because somebody got something to say. And when I gotta say it cuts a little deeper, somebody wanna challenge me physically because they can't subdue me verbally. So same thing growing up. Everybody's a victim when it comes to me, but at first I thought they were a bully.
that makes a lot of sense. That kind of also goes back to in the episode too as well. Ray J was saying that you were bullied as a kid. Do you feel like you were bullied as a kid to a certain extent?
I don't feel like I was bullied as a kid at all. It's so ironic they say that because like just growing up, I would get done with my work more quickly or than like, I would get done my work a lot faster than other students. So I would
Yeah.
be in a corner entertaining myself. And somebody who you can hear them before you see them pull up because their mom has a raggedy O2 Ford Fusion. You know what I mean? They want to say, look at him in the corner being weird, but I'm alone for a reason. You know, so it was like, I'm like, didn't your cousin just die? Ain't your daddy incarcerated? Like, like, thought your sister got diabetes? Thought your mama got that O2 card we can hear before we see it? Now they want to fight me. So I fight them. It's 3 days suspension. We come back, and now I know I can whoop you. So every time I have an inconvenience in life, I'm looking for you to go whoop you. So now I'm perceived as a bully because I don't want to let it go. And that's just a story of my life. I was never bullied, but I was attempted bully. People always try to attempt to bully me, and I never let things go. So now I'm perceived as the bully.
Okay, I feel like that makes a lot of sense that you put it that way. So I feel like people always had an issue. People had an issue with you, but you were able to be on the other side and defend yourself.
100%. And I'm there's a lot of misconceptions about me, but I mean, it's hard for me to care how the fans view me when they literally pay their money to view me. These people are living check to check and they take money out of their check to put money into a zoo subscription to pay to view me. So it's like, how am I gonna even address you? I don't know your name. You're in a general category, fan. The abbreviation of fanatic, an obsession. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't really take them serious. They're not even in their right mind.
Hmm. That makes a lot of sense too, as well. So do you feel like, um, what is your reasoning for not letting it go? Because I feel like you can gain so much more, and I'm pretty sure you are. You're living your life the way you want to now. But do you feel like you can gain so much more by just letting it go?
No,
Why?
Why? I hold Michael Myers grudges. If I don't have anything, I have my grudges. Like I wish that I could consolidate a grudge and hang it on my wall with my degrees. Like if I could just like if I wake up, I don't have anything to do, I have my grudges. If I wake up, I don't feel like going to the gym, I don't feel like planning this next vacation, I don't feel like applying for this reality TV show, I don't feel like doing my skin. I feel like I have a grudge, so I have a reason to shit on people. You know what I mean? If I ain't got nothing going on in my life, I'm like, well, remember, remember that one I get charged you last week? Yeah, you know you can whoop his ass because you already did. Oh yeah, stub my toe, go whoop his ass again. I dropped my food, damn, go whoop his ass again. Why? Because I can. I should never know that I'm capable of whooping your ass. I don't
Mm,
let anything go because I'm a happy-go-lucky funny guy, you know? So in order for me to fight or beef with you, you had to make me be serious with you.
mm,
So and for that, it's like, when a little white kid, like in the movies Evil Dead, when a little white kid keeps touching a book that says "Don't touch, leave alone," and they open up this can of worms in Jumanji book, you know what I mean? Then they want to
yeah.
cry victim. They didn't know what they was getting themselves into. That's me.
Mm. Like you said, you believe in God. Do you feel like there's forgiveness? Do you forgive? Because I feel like
I don't forget nobody for nothing.
you don't forgive
Why would I
nobody.
forgive him? God forgives everybody for everything. Why you want my forgiveness?
I'm not saying that forgives. I'm just saying for you as yourself as an individual, like you said, you believe in God. God forgives, and I think you said you believe in Jesus, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, so and how I think that from in that perspective too as well is like we all are striving to be like him, not be him, but to be as close
Mhm,
as possible to his presence. So you not being able to forgive, knowing that you know God does forgive, what
mhm.
makes you more better than the next person because you can't forgive?
Well, I don't think I'm better because I can't forgive. I think I'm better because of the accolades. Like in all my every time I'm quarreling with somebody, I always say, "I'm doing better than you, so you can't say anything to me. You can't stop my money, and you can't whoop me, so you can't do anything to me." If you notice, in all my arguments, I always tell my opponents, "Name 3 things you have going for yourself right now." And that usually ends I tell them, "If you can name 3 things you have going for yourself, I won't say another word to you." And they go, "Huh? What?
But wait,
That's why I'm on your
but what does that matter though? Like, what does that matter about what they have going on? Because it doesn't affect your life though. Because your life is your
No,
own story.
right, but that's why I feel like I'm better than people because whenever I'm arguing with somebody, I will ask them to name their PCP. They don't know what a PCP is. That makes me
I
think
feel
I'm
like
better than
being
you.
better than somebody isn't based off how much accolades and how much stuff you have down on the
Mhm,
paper, because I feel like it goes based off your mindset. I feel like like you mentally being there is way better than how much accolades you have on the paper. Like someone could be going through the worst adversity in the world, but mentally they
mhm.
are still striving and pushing on the next day. So for someone to be like, oh, name 3 things you have going on for yourself, but they could be living in such peace more than you're living with peace of yourself. I feel like accolades don't equate to you being better. But that's just an opinion
Well,
thing, though.
no, and I admire your opinion. I don't say I respect your opinion, but it's a multitude of things that I feel like make me better than people, and that's why
Mhm.
I always preach and I always elucidate the fact that I am better than people because no one really challenges me. I love when people say, "How do you feel like you're better than people?" I'm glad you asked. I don't just say I'm better because the thing better is a subjective term. Do you feel
Yeah.
like McDonald's is better than Burger King? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So for you to say that someone thinks that someone could be better because they're dealing with an adversity and they're going through all this turmoil and trials and tribulations, but they still have a smile on their face, they still persevere. Okay, good for you. You went through hell and back and you're still not sad. Okay, but I didn't have to go through hell and back and I've accomplished so much more. And
Mhm.
you know what I mean? So I'm always feel like I'm doing better than people, especially because I always use that when I'm quarreling with somebody. And I've noticed in my own conjecture that no one that is doing better than you will start some shit with you. No one that is
That a
there.
lot of that's just true, though. I would say that it is true. That is very
That's why
true.
I'm always going back and forth with somebody because there's never been someone who started with me and I could not find something bad to say about them.
Mhm.
If there was, I would just be like, damn, you got it. I don't know why you so mean to me, but I'm gonna just block your ass, delete your comment because I ain't got shit to say. No,
Mhm.
the thing is, I've always it's like the people that start with me are literally easy targets. When people see what I say about them, they say, "Why are you picking on them?" It may appear that I'm picking at them because of what I'm saying about them is true. It's hurtful. People are laughing at them, and when you look at them and you just see us, we walk in, just see us get into it, you'd be like, "Why are you picking on them?" No, they actually started it.
Mm. I think
They
I
just look
can.
like a target.
So I feel like I see your point of view is basically when people start with you, the first thing your first line of defense is to check them on all their accolades, and then that gives them a reason to not say anything back because you already have these things done in a sense.
That's it's not my initial check. Like usually, like if fans always talk about me, I go to that page. You got 5 dead people in bio. First of all, I'm not arguing with nobody. You got 5 dead people in bio. Clearly, you're the killer. I've seen your resume. I won't be added. You got it, Ghostface. I'm blocking you. But if they got like 4 or less dead people in the bio, I'm gonna talk about the dead people in bio. If you got kids, I have a big page. I have like 60,000 followers now. Grateful to it, and y'all not gonna take my page, so I'm not gonna put any literature behind it. Because it doesn't matter what semantics I use or how I try to decode it, using like astros and like using exclamation points for the I and things of that nature. I'm so quick to call somebody a big back, you a Bill Bison Buffalo, bad big brolic boar, bell boar built, but then my page is at risk for getting taken down. So I'll just take a picture of the kid and I'll just make it our profile picture, and that kills them. They got their aunties, they got grandmas DMing me. Or the funniest thing I've noticed is that I will screenshot some. If I'm on TikTok, I will screenshot someone's profile picture
Mhm.
and I would respond to them as their profile picture, and they would get so mad. And the thing is, all I did was shine a mirror at you. This is your picture that you uploaded. You thought it looked good. All I did was re-upload it, and now you're mad at me. You upload this yourself. I got this from you. I didn't steal this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's a really when you just point a mirror at them. That's what really pisses them off. But my
Mm.
go-to is always gonna go below the belt to the jugular. I don't need to build it for dramatic effect. We already here.
Mm. I think yeah, I definitely understand your perspective. I feel like we definitely operate from two different spaces. Like I'm not saying that what your version is wrong, or I'm not saying I'm not wrong. I actually like the fact that you're opening up to show like how you operate in your head because I feel like
Mhm.
some people find you misunderstood in certain ways, and
But I
I feel
don't
like
care to be understood. That's the thing.
mhm,
Like y'all,
yeah, mhm,
I didn't recruit these random people from igloos in Alaska, basements in Utah, fucking 200 square feet apartments in New York. I didn't recruit these random people to be my fans. You
yeah,
seen what I had to offer on TV, and you feel like you were so intrigued and so compelled by what I had to offer on TV that you found me on social media, and now you're here today. I didn't recruit
mm,
you. I didn't select you one by one. That'll make a good fan. Like
yeah.
you sought me out. You know what I'm saying?
A question that I did want to ask you as well is like on the show you had openly said, I don't think I'm emotionally intelligent. I smell good. I got jokes, and you know the rest. Um, do you feel like that was humor, or that was just like, no, that's really is me? Do you have any substance to you?
That's me. That's the realest I can get. Like any girl I dealt with to tell you like jokes, a cool faux for faux here and there, maybe get her nails done, you know. Um, and some sex is really all I have to offer. Like I'm a firm believer in like my philosophy. I don't know if this is my quote, but I always preach it. I heard you working your 20s, but define your 30s. You know what I mean? Like when I met my ex, we were both LPNs. LPNs is licensed practical nurse, right? You have 1 year of education, right? Since I met her, I got my associate degree in nursing, got my bachelor's degree in nursing, got a personal trainer, gained 40 pounds of muscle, been to 5 different countries, and now I have my bachelor's in nursing, and now I teach LPNs. When I left her, I don't know what she is now, but she's still an LPN. You know what I mean? So it's like I prioritized her. We were in a relationship for 2 years, but had I would have gave her more, or what I thought I was giving was superfluous. But had I would have given her more, I could have been still stagnant like her. The worst thing I feel like you
Mm,
could ever be is stagnant. So I'm
that is
like
true.
going to retard my personal growth or my personal accolades or ambition that I have for myself for a relationship. Because we'll look up and she'll be gone, and I will have not accomplished what I want to accomplish for my damn self. I was gonna always be here.
So you feel like you have like substance to yourself at all? Like you said, that's like the realest that you had to offer. Like, are you not able of like tapping into your emotional side, having a conversation? Is that stuff that doesn't stimulate you?
I
Like,
think I do have some. I'm actually people don't understand I'm actually very sensitive, and nobody believes I'm actually very sensitive. And sensitive doesn't equate to being soft. Sensitive sensitive means that it takes little or nothing or a very minimalistic act or a saying or semantics can evoke uh, a multitude or astronomical reaction, if that
mm,
makes sense. Like if a patient's on a legal fed trip, right? And you and as soon as you change the tubing, their blood pressure drops from like 100 over 67 to like
yeah,
40 over 20. They're
yeah,
sensitive. You get what I'm saying? Like if you touch it on a girl and you touch her thighs and she leaking, she's sensitive. You know what I'm saying? It takes little or nothing to evoke a reaction. It doesn't always mean like you're quick to cry. Like people who
yeah,
have anger issues are sensitive. It takes little nothing to make them mad. You know,
mm, yeah,
people who are easily like people who enjoy the little things in life, they're sensitive because it takes little nothing to make them happy to evoke or manipulate or alter the emotions.
So
That's
how would you say
sensitive.
is like your sense of sensitivity? What would you kind of rate that for yourself, or like, or where does that area? How does that show out for yourself?
I think it exudes most of my anger because most people would not react to what I react to. They would not react in general to the things that I react to, and they wouldn't react in the extreme manner or the caliber that I react to.
Hmm.
Like,
And where do you feel like that? Where do
especially
you feel
road
like that
rage.
comes from? Because I remember on the show, whenever you were talking, whenever Michael was talking to you and you were shivering, you were saying, "I don't ever get a chance to have this out, so I'm on TV and this is my time to get it out." Where do
Yeah.
you feel like that anger comes in from? Because I feel like judging based off the words you're saying, I could be correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like you internalize it versus actually getting it out when it's time.
I don't know if I internalize it. I think fans are always saying in the comments like, "Oh, you're obsessed with that Tanya. You're in love with Tanya, right?" And my thing is, I'm like, that just the fact that anybody would say that just lets me know that you've never beefed with somebody. Because 50 Cent, I look up to 50. That's right. And people always compare me to 50 in the way I choose to beef. You would never accuse 50 Cent of being in love with all the 50 people that he's ever beefed with. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the thing is, you're not gonna beef with a bum. You're not gonna beef with somebody who has nothing to lose. So the fact that people don't understand beef shows that you've always been a loser. You've never been deemed worthy of someone who you can argue or get into a you know what I mean? Because like if it's a coworker that you beefing with, y'all not gonna fight because y'all have this job online. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like if you in beef with the same nigga for 10 years, right? Every time I see each other in the club, y'all getting kicked out fighting, same old. And then you read on Facebook, he turned himself in for a life sentence tomorrow. He call you up talking about let's fight one more time. I'm not fighting you. You have life in prison. You have nothing to lose. Whatever you do to me, you will face no consequences for. Nobody's going to beef or fight somebody who has nothing to lose. So in the
Yeah,
outside world, you're fighting out in the street, helping your friend get jumped in the bar, you get arrested. You get arrested, you do a no your job, you get fired. You get fired, you lose your apartment. You lose your apartment, you lose your job. I mean, you lose your apartment, you lose your car. You lose your car, you ain't pay insurance, all your stuff is kicked out. You know what I mean? It's just a domino here. When you have so many things going for yourself, you're just not going to beef with somebody who doesn't have what you have because they have
hmm,
leverage over you. It's like you can whoop their ass, but now I took your career. It's like you want to fight, but now you're out of something you worked hard for. So I think people just
hmm.
don't understand like when you're in a Zeus show and you're in a protected umbrella realm, it's an outlet.
Mm. Okay, you be making sense.
Yeah, like it's an
I'm not
outlet.
gonna lie. I feel like I wish you had an opportunity to voice some of these things because I feel like the show, of course, the show is a production thing and they're gonna put bugs in people's ears and stuff like that. So it's gonna have that element to it as
Never put
well.
a bug in
But
my ear.
I mean, yeah, you gonna be. I know you're real. I I know you're gonna do whatever you want whenever you want. But I like that you're on like this platform in space because I feel like it shows a different side of you. Because I feel like truly when you were saying that, oh no, I'm not really emotionally intelligent, I really do think like even just hearing you, yeah, we have different views. You do have substance and you do have emotional intelligence. And not just on paper with degrees and this and that. No, like
Mhm.
actually talking to you, you actually are like you actually can have a conversation. So I feel like even with these wording certain things about who you are as a person, I feel like there's way more to that. I feel like you do have some type of substance too. It just takes the right person to actually articulate
Thank
that
you.
and have a conversation too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
find everybody to be vapid. I lose interest very quick, so I'm like, like it's to the point. I don't even be giving out my real number no more.
No, I felt that. What's something that you assume people feel is completely wrong about you?
Can you repeat the question?
What is something people assume about you that you
Oh my
feel is
God, is
completely
that a
wrong?
roach? No, I'm
Ain't no
sorry.
roaches over here. I live in Nashville. Ain't no roaches over here.
I'm sorry. Don't edit that out. Don't edit that. Upload that.
I'm a,
But what's the
I'm
question
a,
one more time?
I was say, I was like, please. What's something people assume about you that you feel is completely wrong?
I think people assume that something that people, basically like a misconception.
Yeah.
They have so many. I don't know if you knew. Um, Episode one, we sat down, Brian, at first 10 minutes, Brian said, "What does everybody do for a living?" I said, "I'm a nurse and nurse professor." Nobody believed me, even my castmates. But I never gave a. I'm not in the biz of debunking rumors. I went on
Mm,
about my life. And then the lie detector test said I was a fat ass kid, right? I don't know if you've seen online on it's been viral on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. The fans stole old pictures of me graduating nursing school and pictures of me when I was a skinny kid. So they start these rumors and then they perpetuate them and then they debunk them themselves. Me, I never addressed shit. I would have went the rest of my life without y'all knowing I'm a nurse, without y'all
mm,
believing me. I'm not Peter Pan. My career is not based on y'all beliefs. You know what I mean? I can't call my job like, hey, the fans say I'm not a nurse, so I don't know what to tell y'all tonight. You feel me? It just don't work like that. So because next week when they say that I'm an alien or an immigrant, I have to then post my birth certificate. So once you
mm,
debunk one rumor, you have to be consistent, or the ones you don't are then deemed true. So I really
Okay.
don't I really don't know what the misconceptions of me are, and I really don't give a dog dig a damn. I could give a flying frog's fat lips. I'm not gonna lie.
I think you're very confident. I think
They hate confident. They hate a black confident man.
yeah. I
Black
feel like there's
confident, educated, fit. Get him out of here. Fuck it.
I think it's also too as well like you definitely have a bigger personality than most. So I feel like that can definitely like be I don't want to say I guess you can say intimidating, but also can be just very like it could be perceived a different way to different
Yeah,
audiences and different people too as well. But I mean,
definitely,
you're unapologetically yourself, so I mean, I can't change
definitely.
it. You
And I'm
know?
from Detroit, crabs in a barrel. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everybody comments, you're representing Detroit. You're representing Detroit so bad. Well, how about you get your fat ass out the comments? Get your fat ass in the gym. Get your ass fucking plastic surgery. Get your ass just get your ass a whole new look, and then work on your weak ass personality. And then you apply. You represent. Damn, I got a face for TV and a personality for TV because the way I look was enough for the casting director to click on my video and see what the fuck I got to say. What I had to say was compelling enough for them to cast me. So I mean, why don't you put on for the city? But you won't make the cut.
Mm. So I want to get into the house, the connections, the camera and all that jazz. So from the beginning, you are the biggest personality in the house. Got to correct myself, okay? Did you feel like people understood you? I know you say you don't care. Do you feel like people understood you, or did they already have a label for you early on? Because you did mention earlier, like for example, you said that you were a registered nurse and you were
Nurse.
certified to teach too as well,
Mhm.
and they instantly judged you. So, is there another example, or is there another thing that where people feel like they were like not taking you as seriously, or they labeled you in this category already?
Um, I don't think that a lot of people don't take me serious, and when I'm the most serious, I've been told I'm the most funny. But I'm actually trying. And it's like sometimes I actually have some very sensible, logical things to say, but no one takes me serious.
Mm.
So
And why do you feel that way, or are you
I,
okay with that?
I'm fine with that because I made my bed. I got the line. I joke all day, every day. Me and my friends, we have a joke for any and everything.
Okay,
My
that
friend
makes
can call
sense.
me and say, "Can you believe I got fired?" I would say, "Yes, I would. You should have been got fired." I just like I look at my friend and said, like she been to 3 funerals 1 week. I say, "Damn, at least it ain't yours." Like could have
All
been
right, so
worse.
like, and speaking of jokes as well, 'cause I know there were moments where like humor and jokes were working for you, and that's just you being you. And then there was moments where it clearly rubbed people the wrong way. Do you feel
mm,
like you were aware of it in that sense, or do you just didn't care?
I don't know about any jokes that rubbed anybody the wrong way. If somebody at least, if somebody if somebody generally came in and said, "Hey, I didn't appreciate that joke," I would sincerely apologize because it's a joke. It's meant to be lighthearted. It's meant to bring laughter and joy and a sense of comfort. You know, if it made anybody feel disgruntled or indignant or ostracized, that's never my intention, especially with my housemates. Because if I make a
Yeah.
joke, the more I joke around you, the more comfortable I am around you. You know what I mean? So
And
if
see, I feel
everyone,
like that makes a lot of sense too as well, because I feel like the way that the camera is portrayed, it made it seem like you were just very like stupid, and you're not.
that's
I feel
fine.
like just even talking to you, you can articulate your words very well, and I can tell that you are
Thank
an
you.
educated man. So
Thank you.
makes a lot of sense. Was there anyone that you felt like was performative for the cameras, or rather than just being authentic and fake?
Danya and Jerusalem.
Who's that? who's who's that?
Jerusalem is the little spicy, the little mama I fought, little spicy Mexican, little I fought on the beach.
Jerron?
Hmm?
Jerron?
I thought his name was Julius. I could be wrong. He was a special guest. He didn't really go here. It's like there for 3 days. He's 3 business days, like in and out, turn around.
Did you feel like, was there any like ladies that you feel like were performing for the cameras too as well?
We're gonna keep it a buck.
Oh, Chloe?
I feel like Chloe's a performer. I just feel like she's a she's a conniving Caucasian cunt who lacks accountability, and she's a wicked, weird white whore who believes she's a victim, but she's really just a Karen. I don't think she's performative though. I think
You
she makes
think that
poor decisions and lacks accountability.
you think is it Desi?
Hell no. Hell no. That's why Desi has 100,000 followers, gained the most out of all the females. That's why Desi is the fan favorite. You know what I'm saying? Because Desi is authentically
Oh,
herself,
oh,
and people can
oh.
feel that. It exudes. She radiates
Mm,
realness and confidence. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like the love cabin rewarded more chaos than actual connections? Do you feel like it lost the plot?
Mm, do I feel like love Kevin Ward more chaos than love connections?
I feel like it lost the plot. Like it
No,
made no sense.
no, because I know you're alluding to the fact that Brian and Nisa were sent home, and that I remained in the house because of the controversy there is around me, and there's John is always a moment. Like if you
I
know what I
actually
mean?
disagree.
Really?
I actually disagree. I can understand why Nisa and Brian were sent home. I do think they were genuine, but I genuinely, and I'm being honest, I don't think it was going to last. Just like looking at it from a PR standpoint, and I would think that you are the most personality. Why would they get rid of that? So
Yeah, it makes sense.
that's how I thought about it. I was like, there would be no reason to get rid of you.
Literally, everybody
So
kept saying when I left, they like John's not going anywhere. John's a show. When I left, they said John's gone. I stopped watching. Like John's a show. And the thing is, it, I left, and I think a day before everybody else left. I think when I can show you pictures. We all flew on the same flight back home. Like
mm,
I spent a night in a hotel, and then the next day I was reunited with the whole cast at the LAX. You feel me? I'm like,
yeah,
so it's like that's why they let me go. We're at the end. It doesn't, you know what I mean? I can miss one episode. Well, who you know get eliminated and then open the next episode. Got a
yeah.
confessional and everything. Like,
Mhm.
but I
Yeah,
think with
no, but I was
Nisa
saying
and
like I definitely could understand. Like I do feel like Brian shouldn't have went home. Maybe not in that moment, but I feel like I couldn't see him pairing up with anybody else. I do respect him; he's cool people, but that's just
yeah,
my
I love
perspective.
Brian.
And seeing that from a viewer's perspective, I can see why people would have thought, nah, John should have went home, or Thanos should have went home too as well. But I get both
Danya should have went
sides.
home.
Mm,
I mean, Nisa and Brian were locked in. They were genuine, but I feel like they could have went home because their relationship wasn't put to the test with anybody. And
mm-hmm.
it's like it's all good when it's good. The honeymoon stage, who doesn't like, you know what I mean? But it's like, what have y'all really went through to really see if y'all will really bounce back, see if y'all really will, you know what I mean? Will
Yeah,
actually
I understand that.
prevail through storms. And then on top of that, it was like if they didn't work out with each other, if push come to shove, who's going with either one? They had no viable backups, I believe. It's probably
Yeah.
what they perceived.
That made a lot of sense. Okay. Um, so there was there's multiple comments being talked online, including situations with you and Chloe, where you called her raggedy and you said online um that you were talking dirty and I mean you were just talking dirty and not insulting her. So
Mhm.
like what was that about? Like go more in depth. Like when you
At the
said her
time,
no, go ahead. You're good. You're good.
At the time when I was saying, like, I'm off the flow with her raggedy ass, I was talking about how I'm going to demolish that So it's just like, you seen Scary Movie, Imma shit all over these walls. Like, it's literally just talking dirty. Like, this
Mhm.
was like pre-sex. This is before I had sex here. Everything was amicable at the time. So,
Mm,
like, she did turn out to be a raggedy person due to her character, but, like, I was just talking about just talking.
and how was her personality like that in a sense for you? Like, what did you peep that made you disinterested or made you not interested?
The fact that Chloe has a very I don't know if you realize, but prior to us going to the Love Shack, Chloe had a confessional where she stated that her ego was hurt because she couldn't get me hard during the challenge, but that her ego was alleviated once she found out that every other girl couldn't get any other guy in the house hard. So that lets you know how labile her psyche is. That just lets you know how easily influenced and manipulated and effective her her self-esteem is, right? About the most
Mhm.
minuscule things. So at the beach, when Ray J said, "Hey John, Chloe, how was the love shack?" And I said it was okay because damn it, it was okay. I don't need to gas your head up anymore. I've gotten everything you have to offer. I've I've treated you according to your word. You know what I mean? Everything you
Yeah.
have to offer, you've given it to me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I have no further use to you. I don't need to gas your head up and embellish things and make you feel good anymore. I can be
Mhm.
straight up honest. It was okay. She then responded, "Okay. Well, if it's okay for you, then it's all regrets to me." Yeehaw, little hillbilly. So that's and then that's when I said, "Chloe, I gave you 3 minutes of love shot. You gave me two of them back. Production pulled you aside and gave you minutes because I asked you. You're not special. Give you 3 minutes is not a form of flirting, Chloe." And then that's when I said, "Chloe, you bashing me around the house because I mean, we're gonna get if you got another question because I'm gonna get off on a tangent about this shit."
You can go right ahead. The floor
So
is
look,
yours.
you seeing day one, Chloe and Camo are together, right? They're
Yeah.
together. They're locked in. Camo player. Camo like, I want to explore the house. Camo's 29. He's smart. Chloe's like, well, there's only two guys in the house that are taller than me. I don't want you. Yeah. So Chloe's head over heels over Camo. Camo like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna explore the house, right? Camo and Chloe, they like night two or three, whatever, right?
Mhm.
Then Ray J makes Chloe feel my junk, and she said I'm the second biggest house. And Ray J said, "Well, you already had the first biggest in the house, Chloe. Go to the love shack and get the second." She goes, "All right, yo." You know. So mind you, she was not she was not my number one, my number two, or my number three choice. I came in and went for something short, thick, and foreign. Sheila. Chloe's a beautiful girl in her face. She looks like a Victoria's Secret model. She has the coolest eyes, but she's tall, skinny, and white. You know what I'm saying? No correlation. The only thing I have in common is female anatomy. So that just lets you know I was not looking at Chloe, but Chloe was throwing at me. Damn, if she thought at me, I'm gonna catch it. You feel me? So went to the love shack, did her thing 2 times. I came in the house, right? She's walking behind me. I say, and if you want to post a clip, I'm saying, Drago said with it bag, you never get your big bag to Camel, right? Camel does his confessional. John, I know John talking shit. Me and John are competitive. We're egotistical, right? She's in the
Mhm.
glamour with a girl saying, does it look like I had a good time last night? Because I did. Yeah, right on. Grits and gravy. You know what I mean? She's out there gloating about how good the Love Shack was, right? This is us walking back from Love Shack to the house. Then in the next room over, Camel says, Bet. He says, John, she only explored with you and with you because I told her to go explore to get her off my back. If I want a Chloe back, I can get Chloe back. I said, bet, nigga. So he made a bet on a game of pool. He said if he wins the game of pool, Chloe comes back with him. We say, cool. He wins the game of pool, he gets Chloe. Cool. He got Chloe. I'm drunk. It's a good time. Riding back to the crib in a sprinter. Rap battles all as well. Sheila says, Chloe, how do you feel? Chloe says, I'm happy. And I said, Chloe's happy with me. Chloe's happy with Cameron. Chloe's happy with myself. Chloe, a happy go lucky girl, right? We get back to the crib. Cameron giving this cold shoulder. He don't acknowledge her existence. He not sleeping in bed with her. He not touch her, nothing. So Chloe done fuck Camo. She done fuck me. She done fuck two niggas, and now she got no nigga. Every nigga in the house finds her repulsive at this point because she
Mhm.
24 hours, right? So she don't realize Camo only won her back for his ego. She doesn't realize that because she's 21. She's young, dumb, and full of cum. She don't know no better. You feel me? So now she's going around the house resenting me like, oh, I regret that love check with John so bad. I should have never went there with John. Really, she's saying bad things about me, but she's saying she regrets it because had she would have stuck with Camo, she would have been cool. She would have asked somebody. Now you don't two, and you got nobody. I did not go around the house and convince every nigga in the house to find her undesirable. They did that on their own, right? So all this is going on. I'm not even talking to Chloe. I'm not talking to Chloe. And Jamal's going around the house. Oh, no girls in the house want me. Oh, no guys in the house want to be my friend. You know, and I'm telling her it's not Kevin, it's love, Kevin. You shouldn't care how I feel about you. I'm like, but he crying, he ain't got nobody. Chloe around the house bashing me behind the scenes. Everybody telling me like, what you do to Chloe? I'm like, y'all see, it, just like I said, me and Chloe don't got we ain't sneaking off doing shit. I'm like, every time I'm like, this talking about me, and you see how I interact with it, but I don't even say that to the bitch, right? Then the next day we on a beach, and that's when the beach scene transpired. How was the love shack, Chloe John from Ray J? It was all right. It was all right for me. It was all great for me. And then that's when I was like, Chloe, I don't know why you hate on me so bad, because I'm like, I gave you 3 minutes of love shack, you gave me 2 of them back. Your breath stink, Chloe. And Jamal crying about not having no, you crying about not having no. And I told Jamal that he should get with you. I told him you the easiest in the house, and he got his best bet with you. Didn't I say that? He said, well, yeah, but Chloe's the only girl who really remembers my name, is nice to me. I said, okay, well, I'm like, I just need you to validate the fact that I put y'all together. I'm such a real, I'm tired of him crying. I'm tired of you crying over me. I put y'all together, and this is how you pay me. You would be less without me. This how you repay me, you weird ass. Then Jamal's like, he said something to me. He said, I'll smack the glass out of her face. These $5,000 bus. I'm from Detroit. That's when I took my glasses off and just had to whoop him like a rival gang member.
Oh my goodness. So when you said Chloe's breath stink, did her breath actually stink, or was that just you just talking shit?
Her breath actually stunk, and I swear to God, on my dead granddad, that on the lie detector test, they asked me, and they said, did Chloe's breath really stink? Reggie asked me. I said, yes. And he said, did it smell like shit? I said, yes. They said, true, true. Because why would I lie? If she's saying my dick is bad, and I'm hurt about that, why wouldn't I just say her was bad? I've never once said her was loose. It wasn't wet. I never once said her was bad. Common sense. If I say, yo, mama fat, what you gonna say? My mama fat. No? Is that not common sense? You know what I'm saying? And when people fail to realize, and I hope you learned some clip about this, Jamal, every confessional Jamal had, he had a scratch on his face from our fight, right? Weren't Jamal and Chloe sitting home on the same day, packing together? Which shows you that the confessional that Chloe recorded saying that she regrets it and that it was so bad was the confessional that she recorded after she got sent home. After she got sent home. That's like if I kick Chloe out of my house. That's like if I Chloe, kick her out of my house, call my apartment complex. She's not authorized. Come tow this bitch car and it snow. She out there in the cold. Of course she's gonna go home and write me a bad review. You know what I mean? Of course, why wouldn't she? You know what I'm saying? But her initial reaction for her sex was the initial reaction she gave the girls when we walked in the house. When she still had on the outfit that she was in a love shack. Production did not snatch her out of that bag, snatch her out of that bed with me, tell her to change from her role, put on a blue dress, and straighten her hair, and give us a review right now. No. That's her resentment. That's her retaliation against the fact that I got her kicked out of the house. So it's like me with him 5 years, all of a sudden you posting their dirty underwear. Okay, but it's like clearly they did something to you, and he was with that motherfucker. So if they have as bad as you say they are, either you're a dumbass because you're a poor judge of character, or you're a dumbass because you knew that you still with them. You only make yourself look bad.
Okay.
But remember, she's 21. She's young, dumb, and full of cum. She don't know better.
Whew, goodness gracious. So you were eliminated. I think it was episode 11 or 12.
Why do you say the word like that? Eliminated.
You want me to say eliminated?
I mean, whatever floats your boat. I just think it's weird, but go ahead.
What do you mean? You were sent home.
Said.
You walked out.
Yeah.
What's the way to say it?
Eliminated. Like, I mean, tomato, whatever floats your boat.
Eliminated.
I'm not gonna push the correct term and the correct pronunciation on you. How you articulate semantics is your business. I just wanted to inform you. I don't know if you were aware that you were mispronouncing it, but go ahead.
I was mispronouncing it?
I digress. Go ahead, man.
Eliminated. A lot. I get the logic.
See how it's more difficult for you to pronounce it? You might be dyslexic because your brain had a little bit difficulty. Listen, hear me out. Your brain had difficulty pronouncing it the right way, so it just summed it up to whatever way was most comfortable for it to digest.
No, I'm over here trying to think of how you said it, eliminated. Because I do my research on every single person who said it, and someone had said that, why is he saying eliminated or eliminated? So that's why I was like, that's why I instantly said it, because you said it on a live before. But going back, you were sent home on episode 11 or 12, one of the two, but the night just didn't end there.
It
After
did
the
not.
elimination, it did not end there. After
It did not.
elimination, you stayed back. I don't know what you were doing. I don't know if you were packing slow. I don't know what was going on. But you stayed back while production and you know what was going on through your head because you definitely had a plan of motion.
So, as we all seen, I was with Bree and I was happy. I was content, right?
Yeah.
Wow. What was unbeknownst to me was that Bree had asked Danya was he gay or bisexual a day prior to him starting that nasty little rumor about her, right?
Yeah.
So he asked her that, and I didn't know. Nobody knew. And then we're at the club, and all of a sudden, the next day, we had a good time. Like I showered with Bree, and I gave her a massage neck, and I'm trying to crack. We didn't have sex, but I'm feeling her, she
Uh-huh.
feeling me, and at the time, at least for the moment, maybe I don't know. But we in a guy's dressing room, just like locker room talk. He say Bree thing. We just ignore him because Danya is really young. He says stuff for reaction. Danya says gay shit all the time. Just to say like he'd be like, oh, and then he'll slip up, he'll look for a reaction. He does that all the time. He's just like little brother type shit. He just says stuff. We have a real conversation. We not paying him no mind because we really trying to get some shit off our chest, right? He says it, we think nothing of it, he never leaves the room. At Elimination, Ray J says, John, I heard you saying people's vaginas stink now. And of course they use that at the preview, you know, but they cleared it up. So it's like now they feel like I have proclivity of saying that women stink whenever I don't get my way with them, which is so bizarre to me and perplexes me because what way did I want Chloe that I didn't get her? And what
Mm,
way did I want Chloe that I didn't get her? What did I want from Chloe that I didn't get? When did Chloe ever reject or deny me? You get what I'm saying?
mm,
So anyway, Ray J basically says, John, I heard you saying girls think. I'm like, I ain't never said it like that. He said, who said it? I'm like, Ray J, you tell me. You watch the clip. Play the clip. Ray J like, don't do that. No, you don't do that. Like, I'm Ray, he messy, man. So he goes, tell me or I'm gonna eliminate you. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm looking at Thanya. Thanya looking at me. I'm like, so you're gonna let me get eliminated, right? Like you're gonna let me go to jail for your gun in my car. He got his head. I'm like, well, it's fuck me, it's fuck you. Thanya said the Bree please thing. Bree like, what? I'm like, Bree, relax. I didn't say it. He said it. What? Are you serious? Ask him if he's serious. Like, I don't know why I'm getting so much heat,
mm,
right? Thanya, they cut it out, but Thanya literally said, if I'm going down, well, y'all going down. This was all present for that conversation. And um, we all had something to say. I'm like, I don't remember what anybody else said. I remember you kept reiterating it. And that's when they played the clip. He said, then he turned to Bree and said, Bree, I apologize. I was never talking shit about you. And then they played the clip. They cut him off and played the clip. He said, stank ass. Clear as day, right? We get back in the house and we're about to shoot the scene, right? After and Diane like John threw me on the bus. Nigga, I didn't throw you on the bus. I told the truth. You put me in a bad predicament. And you expected me to take the fall for you. You think you're gonna bully me because I'm not, you know what I mean? Like what type of friend is you? You think that because I don't take the fall for you like you set me up to do, that I'm finna be scared of you or something. I'm not gonna speak up, nigga. You we go in the house, they tell you about to shoot a scene. I don't know if you noticed how long that kitchen island was. It was really long. He was on one end of it, I was all the way on the other end of it. They said we shoot the scene. I moved my chair directly to him because he was getting loud at me at elimination. I'm like, if this nigga call me out, I want to be there to respond. I don't want my Kale voice or reason ass. No, brother, they're one of the black brothers are turning it. I don't hear that shit. You feel me? I want to be right there to respond to him, right? And what he did, he said, John wanted Bree out the house. I said, how does that make sense? If I match with Bree, why would I be conspiring to get Bree about this? If she leave, essentially wouldn't I leave? You know what I'm saying? And I said, does that make any sense? Everybody in the house said, no, it don't make sense. I said, guys, every guy that was in that room, did I say I want to get Bree at the house? They said, no. He said, well, you a bitch, we can get down. That's what he said. Watch the clip. He said, you a bitch, we can get down because now you've got caught lying for the second time in one night. You got caught lying. So now you're going to create a diversion to challenge me to a fight, which we all know I ain't turning shit down about my collar. You know what I mean? I'm open with the fades. You get a fade. You get a fade. You get a fade. You all get a fade. You feel me? I'm never turning down shit. So he cut me out to fight. As soon as we make contact, he slipped on his back like a fish out of water. All my opponents end up on their back. Don't you notice that? Punching them, and that's that. And then for some reason, the twins and Bree tried to vote me out that night. We all realized that Tanya was the one who started the room, but somehow, some way, the twins and Bree all tried to vote me out that night. And the twins said the production didn't allow them to vote me out, and the production chose Brian. That's what the twins said. And at the reunion, I asked him, I said, why was I voted out that night when y'all realized, y'all seeing for yourself in real time that it was him? And I think, honestly, I think it's colorism. There are lighter people. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Everybody that's involved is a lighter, is a person of a lighter complexity. I mean, sorry, lighter complexion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, we all just cleared my name. We all said it wasn't me. That was that. And then we fought. And then later on that night, he tried to be cool with me. He tried to walk up to me and shake my hand. I wasn't having none of that. A lot of people, I'm too real. A lot of people pull these stunts on camera and I hold them to it off camera. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm like, a lot of people, I don't play that shit. You're not gonna. And even when I first time I fought Jerome on the beach, I tried to fight him over and over again. They told me not to. I walk in the house, I go in the bathroom to wipe the sand out of my shoe, like rinse my shoes off. And I'm asking production. I'm asking production right in front of this face. He right behind production. When is the next time I can fight? Because if you say I can't fight, because it's not that type of show, it's a love show. You don't want to fight back to back. I'll respect you, right? I'm not gonna just sit up there and swing on him. You tell me not to fight. I said, what can I fight? They said maybe an elimination, right? He's right there behind him. I don't give a fuck if he hear it or not. He followed me into the bathroom and tried to apologize to me. You just heard that I just asked for permission to fight you again. Why are you trying to make amends?
Mhm.
Why are you trying to be cool? I'm like, because you was tough guy on camera, and now you copping please off. I don't with that shit.
Mm. 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 And also, I want to ask too as well, because I know you and Bree definitely had a connection too as well. Like in the instance where she felt like you didn't defend her, did you feel like you had to defend her in the moment, or you didn't know her enough to?
I didn't feel like I had to defend in that moment because um Bree came in and went straight to trap. When she started to show interest in me, she swore she was done with trap, but I would still see her talking to trap at 3 a.m. like in the kitchen talking. That could have been up there. I mean, but I still seen her at 3 a.m. talking to trap. I'm like, yeah. And I knew in the back of my head, I'm like, if Trap get his shit together and he snap his finger to tell you to come on home, you're gonna come home running. You know what I mean? I'm like, I know I'm not your first option, and I'm grateful that I am my option. I'm like, but I can't be up there fighting Tanya over you for you to have your feet kicked up or Trap laughing at me. You know, at any
Mm.
given moment, you can go back to Trap. I can't go out like no dummy. I can't go out like a fool like that. I'm like, I'm sorry because Trap was also in the room, and Trap is Trap. I love him. That's my brother, but Trap is not held to the same standards I am. You know what I mean? You're
Mhm.
expecting me to do more for you than Trap was doing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then all of this, you mad at me for not, you dumped me for not defending you against Tanya, just for you to run off in the sunset with Tanya. When you asked Tanya was he gay, so you don't believe he's straight, but he believe your thing. But you want to go to the love shack with him and proving him that you're don't stay, just for you to end up with Trap all together, like I suspected. It's just like they all deserve each other. Tanya deserve Bree, whatever they got going on. They are, yeah,
So
whatever.
after all the elimination and stuff like that, Thanos was wearing your suit on the show. So how
Mhm.
did you feel about that?
I was angry because I tried to fight him over and over again that night. That night I got eliminated. Dave, the producer, um, they doing he wants me to do a walkout scene to the tunnel. How Brian and
Yeah.
Issa did. Remember, Issa went from Saturday to Batty. It's like kind of real quick. I love Issa. Anyway, he wanted me to do that scene, and I was changing from my white forces to my black forces. I was taking my jury up on both sides, but he kept saying, "Didn't you have that song?" I said, "Oh yeah, my bad, I did." He said, "Didn't you have that song?" I said, "Yeah." "Didn't you have a watch on?" I said, "Oh yeah, I must have forgot. I'm tripping." He don't know. When Donnie in his house, I'm whooping his ass. So I'm preparing to whoop his ass, right? So I'm supposed to be packing my clothes, but I was too worried about packing Danya ass up, right? So
Mhm.
Danya come upstairs, and I already know I'm going to attack him, but I don't want people to stop me from attacking him. I do not want to be stopped, you know.
Mhm.
So as I'm waiting for my chance, I walk in upstairs, and Danya's in the bathroom, sitting on the bathtub, talking to Trey, right? We lock eyes, and what y'all didn't see behind the scenes was every day now he kept antagonizing me. People are gonna say that he was trying to make amends, but to me, you see how I did Jamal. I don't forget nobody for nothing. You picked that up right immediately, right? So once we
Mhm.
fight, I did everything I could to kill you. I'm gonna try to do it every time I can. So he like, made you pancakes, brother. Smack the pancakes in the hand. I'm not your brother. You stop with me. Y'all telling me not to fight this thing. Tell this thing would antagonize me, right? He like, hey, anybody in the house can use all my products in the bathroom if you need to, including you, John. You and your products. If I can't fight him, tell him to stop saying something to me. Like he's very antagonistic, like, and he comes off like he's just being so diplomatic and cool. But even if you are, I'm not for none of that. The
Mhm.
only reason why I haven't fought you again is because I haven't got the okay. It's like if your parents say I'm gonna whoop your ass when you get home, you go home and clean your room. You know what I mean? And buy your
Yeah.
parents their favorite and cook dinner all you want to. I'm still gonna whoop your ass when I get home, like I said. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for Tanya, and Tanya folds up my shorts and put them on the bed, right? Like, and that's like, oh, he's. It may seem like, oh, Tanya's so mature and he's so over it. I'm already on whoop your ass. I'm literally waiting for my moment, and it's like it's damn near you like, don't forget these on your way out, buddy. So I was like, I can't wait no more. He went in the bathroom. I followed him in the bathroom, closed the door, and locked it, and I attacked his. And when he was breaking it up, I bit his finger.
Mm.
He downstairs. I'm in the bathroom, and that's when they shoot the scene because cameras weren't in there. They broke the door down to break up the fight. That's why they screaming, what the, you know? And that's what Zeus taught me. Like, you get paid to fight. Like, don't be fighting off camera. I'm like, you right. So, they go upstairs. Everybody like, what the Mike and Trap like, what the Trap choked me out to get me off of Tanya. Trap literally put me in that chokehold. I tell Trap, bro, it's me. Chill out. Like, so they go upstairs like, why you sneak him? I'm like, sneak him. They're like, his fingers bleeding. I bit him for sure, 100%. I got the dog in me. But sneak, we fought 2 times. The first time he's on his back. The only punches that were thrown in round 1 was my punches to him. Round 1, he didn't do anything. Like, am I lying? Did you not see round 1? Am I lying? He did something weird like this, and then he slipped, and I just got on top of him and hit him. They broke it up. That was the fight. Round 2, I ran him into a cubby, and I uppercut him. As he tried to choke me out, that was it. I'm like, why would I need to sneak you? I'm like, what have you done to me that will require for me to sneak everybody? I'm like, you know what? He down to tell people I snuck him, and of course, they're gonna believe whatever he say. For what? Because he's light skinned and they're colorist, Just like Chloe's a white woman. She's a Karen. She's a damn to she's always gonna be perceived as a victim. So I said, you know what? I'm like, let me just give him one right here in front of everybody. See the line saying snuck him. Walk downstairs. He like, I'm not fighting you. You're eliminated. Bye bye. Bye bye. And that set me off. I already tell us to fight you. And then you taunting me, bitch. Now you taunting me. That set me off. When they shit again. Then they're like, I don't know why everybody Bree so mad at me. Just go, John. Why are you sitting in the house? Oh, he needs a shot for that. He needs a shot for that. Oh, just go, John. Just get out. What is John even Why are you so mad at me? What the fuck did I do to you? Why are you so mad at me? Like, I didn't have Athena jump on you. I'm like, I didn't say you. All I did was not defend you. You know what I mean? Here you are running off in the sunset, but who started a rumor about you that you wanted to defend him from. So then he trying to walk away from the fight. They're like, just go upstairs and get ready for a date. So I'm like, the fuck you, the security won't let me get to him. So I said, you know what? Your grandparents dead. You're a fellow musician. Your mom's a single mother. Your daddy left you. I don't blame him. You're a fatherless mother. You think you're a bully, really a bisexual bastard. You a fuck up. And then that's when he turned around and went back down the stairs. He was like, he came back down the stairs. He was like, stop talking about my family. And me, the worst thing you could ever do or argue with me is to cry. To let your voice crack up, that's the worst thing you could ever do. Because now I'm on your ass. Now I'm like, that's what it took. It's like when SpongeBob was doing the prayer. It's like, is this what the people want? you know what I mean? And then that night, she talking about, oh, John didn't even apologize to me. Tanya apologized to me. Tanya apologized to her after he got done fighting me. Well, he first apologized to her during Elimination when he said, Brian, I never talk shit about you. But they cut to the clip of him in the dressing room lying, talking about. Then Dez, the voice of reason. That's why I heard my kid works at work. Dez said, he said, you need to apologize to her. And he went to her and he apologized to her. He was crying. Just because he's sensitive and soft and he cried does not mean that it's genuine. You know what I mean? He apologized to her. And I told her, I said, well, I didn't apologize to you because but they didn't show elimination. She said, we're done. There's no connection. I don't forget nobody for nothing. So if you said we done and we done this raps, I got to respect that because damn it, I want people to respect me when I say I'm done. You feel me? So I respect it. And I said, I wasn't giving an apology because the disrespect was on camera. So the apology needs to be on camera. I don't like when people pull stunts with me on camera and then pull me to the side off camera and try to apologize. So why would I do it to you? It only makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
He apologized to her. I don't know if you noticed, but he apologized to her about that in the house. And then he's on live after the show was done, talking about, I don't know why she mad at me. Because I said she got a steaky poom poom. You do have a steaky poom poom. You steaky poom poom girl. I don't know if you've seen the clip. I'm like, just to double down and reignite the flame and reinitiate and restate that she had a steaky.
He said that again?
It's online. Look it up. He got like a gray sweater. He got a brave. He's in there like, she got stinky poom poom. I don't know why she mad at me. She got steaky poom poom girl. Then Des made him re-apologize on live with Des. But as he apologized, he going, like, cutting off on the camera, laughing. Then he re-apologized again at the reunion. I'm like, bro, we all know Tanya's a liar. Tanya claimed he beat me. Tanya claimed he beat me. We all see what happened in the fight. You know what I mean? Tanya claimed he not bisexual, whatever, all that stuff. But he found every guy attractive. He didn't have 3 summer males, ball touching, all this other stuff. You know what I mean? And that's his business. I'm like, then he claimed that he was 21 when he applied to the show because we drinking all the time. He turned 21 during filming. I'm like, how many lies does he have to be called into for y'all to finally say, okay, I know he's light skinned, and to ignorant colorist people, light skin is royalty. But at some point, you got to just face the facts.
Mm. So, I remember you also spoke online too as well, because I know you didn't end up fighting Michael because y'all are close, but y'all are good brothers. But I know you spoke online saying that you were wanting to fight Michael and just talk it out with Trap. Was that just really out of frustration in the moment, or is that just how you were feeling?
It was out of frustration because I'm like, I really look. That's why we are like brothers. We are very close. So I'm like, why would you? I just feel like, why would you allow this to do some shit to me? I wouldn't allow him to do to you. Why are you allowing this thing to wear my suit? So I was like, I'm like, Michael, I'm beating your. And Michael, he like an older brother, but so he just laughed at me. Michael didn't even take me serious. He like, if John wanted, I'm gonna give him that. But it's like, like really, he ain't really trying to fight. And really, I'm not trying to fight either. I was just pissed off. And then Trap is a boxer. I'm not fighting that gladiator. I'm not even gonna allow somebody to twist up my words into using Aaron to making me seem like I called him out. Nope,
Mm.
he got it.
Okay, okay, okay. So, um, looking back at the reunion and all that jazz, would you change anything up?
Hell, mother. No, actually I should have been more vocal. I should have been. That we were running pressed for time. It started like really late. We shot really late, And I should have really pressed the issue. Bree and twins, why did y'all vote me out for what Tanya did? I understand that all y'all have a lighter complexion, and that y'all all once had something going on with Tanya. But right is right, and wrong is wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I'm like, and I'm actually very glad that Tanya went on live and doubled down and said that she did have a stanky put after he apologized to her. After he gave her that weak apology in the house, I'm glad that he doubled down and basically restated his rumor. She did. He said she is a steaky poom poom girl. She's steaky poom poom girl. She's steaky poom. She's steaky poom poom. I'm glad that because that's it's like it's what y'all get. It's what y'all deserve. Y'all deserve each other. And then the lights are just coming out saying he bisexual and all this other stuff. And she like it's not good when people say stuff about you or something like that. I'm like, well, but you asked him that.
mm,
You and you being a 20-year-old woman, you and your better sense of your better judgment had a query about him. You had an inquiry about his sexuality. So you were already keen to that. But that didn't stop you then. So why is it a factor now?
mm. And then also another thing too as well. This is like another question I wanted to ask. Um, do you feel like it's the same term when lots of women call men niggas? Is it the same term as like you calling females bitches? Is it the same thing? Do they work hand in hand to you, or does it have a different weight?
Yeah. I think it has the same way because I'm that I'm that I'm like, that's my dog, that's my they the baddest, that's her all my bad. You know? You can call us all day. You can refer to any male as a I can't refer to any woman as a
Mm,
that's literally that's a double standard at its finest. And if they're not ready for that conversation, so be it. Don't make a big deal of being called.
mm-hmm,
Niggas gonna be like, don't call me down. You know what I mean? I'm a rich nigga. I'm gonna say don't call me. Women say don't refer to women as like women will literally say this nigga so disrespectful. This nigga I was referring to women as bitch. Don't and then oblivious to the shit. Like that's literally verbatim what a patient. Like I'm sorry, what a fan has said.
mm, mm-hmm. I wanted to ask that too as well because I know a lot of people um like can find it disrespectful. Like, dang, why does he always refer to ladies as bitch 24/7? I'm like, but at the same time, when a lady is angry, they're quick to be like, this nigga this nigga did
Yeah.
this.
And I
So
feel like we all do, and I only did it in my confessionals because it's confessional. I'm just talking shit. I'm venting.
mm,
You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm just talking shit. I'm venting. And I feel like all the guys did it, with the exception of Brian, Ice, and
mm.
Mike. I
So
feel like we all
do you feel
said
like
it.
it's just you saying the word? Do you feel like that doesn't have anything with you and your respect level to a woman? Do you feel like they're like you still respect them 100% like the same you would a guy, or are they like lower?
Yeah, I definitely respect them 100% the same. Like people always say, like, I'm a black man, I'm famous, right? So because I'm a black man, I'm famous. I'm either an Illuminati or I'm gay. the way I look and my personality is not enough for me to be famous. Although my way I look and my personality is enough to get you fans to tune in, to even be talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's
Mm-hmm.
shit talking or not, you know what I mean? I'm like, the jokes write themselves. But they were like, "Are you?" It's like, "Oh, he gay. He hate women." Nah, I could be wrong, but I thought gay men and bad were best friends. That's just what I've always. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of not like Ari and Arrogant Tay. You know what I mean? And all the other ones. You know what I mean? Like all the Bobby Lights and every baddie. Bobby's a cool guy. I fuck Bobby. I love the part. Bobby. Bobby Lights and every baddie from Zeus that he ever hangs around. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Bobby and Tommy. I'm like, so am I not a gay man or are you not a bad bitch? Which one? Because if I hate you, it doesn't make. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like, am I
Mm.
not a? Remember they kept calling me a nerd. I'm like, am I too dumb to be a nurse? You can't believe I'm a nurse and I'm lying about being a nurse because I'm too dumb, or am I a nerd? You know what I mean? Pick a lane to hate me in and make sure they don't contradict. Was I a
Mm.
fat ass
I
kid,
think
or did you upload pictures of me being a skinny ass kid? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'm like, it
I
just
I think I think you're very. I think for me, like looking at, I feel like you definitely have a big personality. Some things I agree on, some things I don't disagree on, and
yeah,
that's just life. But I feel like you are like, I do feel like you are a nerd into to a certain degree. But I feel like it's being, first of all, being a nerd is not a bad thing. But I feel like you are very
facts,
educated. You're a very
facts,
educated person. So I feel
literally.
like if anything, nobody can take that away from you. Like I said, there's certain things I agree
That's
with you on, and there's certain things that I can't.
that's
But
how down bad society is. Like
hmm
I have glasses. Okay, I do. Yes, I have glasses. I'm nearsighted, farsighted, colorblind. Yes, I have glasses, but I have $5,000 glasses. If I could pay $5,000 for one pair of Cartier frames, if I want laces, I can get laces. If I was insecure about wearing glasses, I would simply give me laces. I have braces, but you see my teeth before braces. Excuse me. I never needed braces. I always want to augment my aesthetic. You know, there's always room for improvement. You know,
exactly,
I'm
yeah.
220 now. If I'm 230, I might feel like let's go to 240. I can always get bigger. You know what I'm saying? And it's
hmm
like the world is so down bad. They feel like they're coming from a two-parent household, middle
hmm
class family where both your parents are educated and being
hmm
matriculated, not having any student loans, and being a nurse professor at 26 years old is
hmm
a bad thing. I never said I was a dumbass. I never claimed to be a dumbass. You know, I don't feel like being a dumbass is cool. I feel like financial freedom and education is cool. I teach nursing students, those who have a 3.5 GPA and biology, intro biology, AMP1, AMP2, microbiology, chemistry, and have passed a TEAS or HES exam with the minimum scores, and have competed to be one of the probably 20 students that are accepted out of the like 400 applicants each year. These are that talk about me don't have the qualifications to even allowed to be taught by me. So it's like, I can't take them serious. Like I can't really care too much about how you view me when you literally pay your money to view me. So all that shit I don't even the jokes write themselves.
Mm, mm. All right. So that being said, I feel like we talked about everything that we needed to talk about. And once again, thank you so much for taking your time for actually like, talk about how you're feeling and like clearing things up. Cause I feel like after having this conversation, I understand you a lot better. And of course, that's not your goal. You don't really care about what other people have to say. But in some way, in some sense, it kind of does like help us understand certain
Get a
things
little
and
more
certain
insight
situations that's going
why I
on.
am the way I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah, it does. And I feel like that's the goal. I don't want this to be perceived as something that's negative or not, or anything negative or
Mhm,
anything like that. But, I like how you were able to just open up a lot more and to just explain yourself a lot more because it gave me a lot
mhm,
more clarification of like, okay, that's why he did this, or okay,
mhm.
everything has a reason for something. So I don't feel like, and like I said initially, I thought you were an ass, but hearing you,
Everybody does.
yeah, I think I'm like, and that's just initial, but I try not to judge based off of what I
Mhm.
see. That's why I wanted you on the podcast. So,
Yeah, I
um,
appreciate it. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
misunderstood, but I don't care to clear up shit or be misunderstood
yeah, uh-huh.
or to be understood, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, let me just go ahead and just get him on so I can, I'm intrigued to know what his mindset is and where and what he has to say too as well. So, and I'm pretty sure just like me, people have that curiosity too as well. So I appreciate you for taking your time out to being here.
Anytime.
And y'all, if y'all already haven't already, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. You already know where to follow John. I mean, that's the reason why y'all here,
Before we
right?
go,
Yeah.
tell the people what you heard about the reunion page about my
What?
just tell the people. I don't know, but you heard it, not me. Just tell me what you heard. Shit.
I'm not gonna put that in there. I'm not gonna put that in there.
What
I mean, on the
facts?
platform, but they're gonna see you because of the name. I'm telling you, you're
Facts.
the force behind it. So, without further ado, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure y'all tune into another episode of All Things Davon. I'm going to see y'all later.
Appreciate you.